Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the best exercises to strengthen the muscles you need for a stronger, smoother draw. Now whether you're looking to move up in draw weight or just improve the stability and endurance, these exercises will take your archery game to the next level. Let's get started.
Here we are in my home gym. We're in the garage. We're gonna go through some exercises. Some take minimal equipment. We'll go through a couple exercises that take very little equipment. So some of the equipment that I like to use are these crossover symmetry bands. You can find these, obviously crossover symmetry, but they do have some of these that are on Amazon for a little cheaper. So the first exercise we will show you is this one is the row, the crossover row. Everything that we do is the bands are crossover. So for this one, it's eye level. And essentially we're gonna keep our hands kind of at that shoulder height. Biggest thing here is keeping the shoulders down, depressed. Every time you start a new rep, you wanna make sure those shoulders are down and they kind of get into a retracted position where those shoulder blades kind of come together. Usually I perform about 8 reps of these, 8 to 10 reps, can be anywhere in the 2 to 5 set range, depending upon your strength level. Once you get up to that 5 set level, I would go up to the next band, a heavier band. So the next one we're gonna go through is called the Archer. This one is perfect for increasing draw weight, increasing your endurance for how long you can stay at full draw. So Aaron is demonstrating a lot of these exercises focus on a lot of the same things, keeping that shoulder blade down and depressed and then retracted and back as well. One thing I'll say here is every time you switch hands, you're gonna probably wanna switch which band is on the top. It makes drawing or doing the exercise easier, otherwise you're running into the other band. All right, so let's move on to the next exercise. I like pretty much all of these crossover symmetry exercises. They give a card. Whenever you buy the bands, they give you a little index card and it shows you all the different exercises. But the next one we'll go through is a YW negative. Same concept with all these, keeping those shoulder blades down and retracted. This one is a little different because you do have to get those hands in that external rotation, where it puts your shoulder in the external rotation. But that really will help that stability in that shoulder girdle. Working on all those little muscles.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one too.
One of my favorites. So the next one I'm gonna show, one of the toughest. This is called the Snow Angel. Oh, yeah. And then the next one after that I'm gonna show is an ATYT. I think the ATYT actually might be a little more difficult, but we'll show the Snow Angel.
All right.
So let's go into the Snow Angel. That one is, you're gonna start with your palms up. I had to take a second to think about that. Palms up, and we're gonna essentially bring them back down to our sides. Same thing here. And then, so you're at the bottom part. Now we're gonna actually try to keep these depressed, but go all the way up as far as you can comfortably. This one, you know, if you're having shoulder issues, you wanna go light with these. And maybe don't do these until your shoulder feels good. See how it feels.
Am I doing that right?
Yep, it's almost like in Around the World, it is, it burns. It's a good one. I really like this one.
That's a good one.
But, oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, every time you come down, put those hands back up in front and then reset. Ooh. Every single time you reset. These are killer. I mean, these crossover symmetry bands they're excellent.
Yeah, I don't have these. I just use a regular TheraBand. And these are...
Yeah. So the next one we will go into is an ATYT exercise. This is kind of gonna be how it sounds. You're gonna make an A with your hands.
Yeah.
You're gonna make, what did I say? T. So A with your hands, come back up, and then you do a T, so it's like a pull apart. Go back, and then you're doing a Y, so overhead, and back, and then a T. And that's 1 rep. So again, these can be 8 to 10 reps. This is, I think, by far one of the hardest exercises, because to do 8 to 10 reps of this you're almost doing 4 reps for one. So you're doing like 40 reps. It's a tough one. These are tough. Go light on these for sure, guys.
Gotta keep the core engaged the entire time.
Good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. The one thing you don't want to do is when you're doing these, especially like the overhead ones, people have a tendency to really let their core loose and really reach back. But you want to keep your core tight.
That's good stuff.
Stay nice and tight there.
All right, well, that was really good. That was crossover symmetry. So, like you already mentioned, using those, you can find them on Amazon, but I have used just bands pretty much exclusively. So we can go over some of those things if you want. I mean, it's nothing really crazy. It's very similar principles that I use for these. And with this, I just kind of make a loop and then you can kind of just secure it to wherever you need to. First thing, I always do, it's very similar, like Bryce, like I was saying, just these 90-90s, and you can kind of do that same type of W, but one-armed. Still same principles there. So you basically can pick and figure out how to use this band for all those exercises we just talked about. And then I think things that I've done is using 2.5s, kind of doing the same type of things with those scaption, like in the scapular plane.
Making that Y.
Making that Y,
Yep.
using those.
A's and T's, or that's a Y, sorry, so then you can go into a T.
I mean, you could do T's like this.
Yep.
This isn't really gonna keep any tension really on those rear delts, so bending over and doing those that way. Again, you can play around and figure out what ones work best for the equipment that you have.
Absolutely.
And then I don't know, we can talk about rows because I think we'll end with a final, this one that we're gonna talk about is a dumbbell row. You can use a dumbbell, barbell, whatever you wanna do, but loading this thing up so that you can increase that strength so that you can up that draw weight. That's the biggest thing. And so, I don't know if you wanna talk about it, but basically, and I don't know, how do you feel about staggered, supported versus just doing regular
All
rows?
of them. Do them all.
Doing them
Variation.
all. And it's, go ahead and talk about doing the row.
Yeah, so when you're doing a dumbbell row, a lot of the same principles, keeping that shoulder blade retracted and depressed on every rep. But I will say, when you're retracting and depressing on that up movement, when you go down, control that descent. Control that eccentric.
And this is 50, but yeah, I'm slowing down on the way down.
Yeah, so you see how his scap is he's almost holding it as, yes, very good. Yeah, so that's the biggest thing too is don't just throw the weight around. Take your time, especially on the eccentric. That's where you're gonna build some muscle, is really controlling that weight on the way down. And you see how he's kind of reaching to there? He's keeping his back flat. The low back has got to stay flat. If you get any rounding in that low back, it's gonna be bad news.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Right, that's the rounded back.
It's not good.
You almost wanna kind of stick your butt out. That sounds weird, but it's gonna keep your back flat and it's gonna prevent injury. So dumbbell rows, great exercise. Again, just to strengthen those back muscles, increase your draw weight. So those are a couple exercises. There's a lot of exercises you can do at the gym to strengthen your back. These are just a couple of them, and then one in particular for strength. We just encourage you guys to stay in the gym, stay active. That's gonna help you, obviously, with your overall health, but that'll keep you in the field. It'll keep you in the field for longer.
Keep shooting your bow. Comment below if you liked the video. Let us know if there's anything else you guys wanna see. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.